Hello, and thank you for watching an old guy play some Magic. So here are some Obosh red. This is a pretty decent starting hand, so I keep it. I've got a turn one play, which is the Lavarunner. So I'm waiting. I can never tell, and maybe you can tell me. I think they go first, but I can't really see that on my phone. So I drop my Lavarunner and pass the turn. I'm not sure what I'm playing against yet. Oh, something white, maybe something life gainy. So I stomp, get in for some damage. I have backup. I have backup removal if I need it. Get in for the 3 damage to begin the game with. So I have this Valkyrie come down, and I don't have to use the Spikefield. So this allows me to either Wizard Lightning directly the Valkyrie, or so I'm reading on the Valkyrie here, and or cast the God. And because it gains the counter, I opt to bolt the bird, and then I get in for just a single point of damage. Next turn, if I don't get a land drop, I can drop the drop that other the Spikefield as a land. So I'm not quite sure what to do here. I'm sort of thinking around it, and I opt to cast the Birgi and to drop the land, and then to do nothing else and just sit. So I'll probably take 3 points of damage, and he throws in the secondary angel, but then opts not to give me the damage. So in comes Goldie. And then I swing in, use the extra mana I get from Birgi, drop the other Lavarunner, and I just swing in with the dragon. So they'll either double block, they'll lose something, they opt to just take the damage. This allows me, with the carryover and the 2 treasure mana, to drop down the Bonecrusher. I opt for more board presence versus the Stomp. This will let me go around them. So they cast some of their deeds. Come and get me. So 3 damage. They've got the angel, and so I'm gonna throw the courier down. I'm going to attack with the team. If they block the Bomat Courier, I can cycle it. I can also trade in the air with that other angel. I want to see what they do block-wise. They're either going to lose a bunch of stuff or not. So they opt to take the God, and then block a bunch of the ground creatures. And so I cycle the Bomat. Takes a whack ton of damage. And then I can throw down the land, and then I can put Obosh in my hand. And that puts me in a pretty good place. So he can't make another angel. We'll see what he plays. So we get another Valkyrie here. So I have Pillar of the Flame. So that's going to be good at taking something else. And I actually misplayed that. I should have played the Obosh first, and the Pillar of Flame would have done double damage, and I could have taken out one of the more frightening angels. But in this case, I played it backwards. It's not going to matter. Because in comes the damage. His board gets cleared. There's very little left he can do, so he quits. Bye! So here I am against Megas of Farts, which is a terrible name. This hand looks good. Keep that. I usually sequence the Soul-Scar Mage first, especially if I think I'm going to get early removal. Soul-Scar like baits out stuff, which I like. Also is the scarier threat. So I get Thought Erased here. Thanks for that, buddy. And I know I'm going to lose the Bomat Courier. And so I got my dragon. And I think I opt to play the tap land because I can't do anything. I can't do anything grand with the extra mana, so I just chip in for a point of damage. I have the Pillar of Flame for next turn if I need it. So here we go. He's going to Narset. I'm not really sure. I see that there's a Bedevil there, so I know I'm going to lose something. So I opt to just get rid of the Narset. So I can Pillar of Flame the Narset. I can Stomp the Narset. That gives me a couple of prowess triggers, and that's enough to get in. Or I reversed it, I think. I didn't actually hit the Narset. I hit the person and then used the Soul-Scar, but regardless, it's the same play. So I'm going to cast Birgi, and I'm going to chip in for another point of damage. I've got a backup one in case there's a counter, and I can also ramp up using the Spikefield. I wasn't actually considering casting it. I just was misclicky. So I know they're going to take out something, and they opt for the Birgi, which is great because I have another one. So I go in for the damage, and I see what they do. So now I can cast Birgi. I can swing in for damage. I can Wizard Lightning, getting in for 5. The extra mana I can't use this time. And they push my guy. So I'm not getting in for quite as much, but that's okay. There's nothing else I can do. So I wait. I'm hoping that next round I get a land so that I can dragon. And I do. This is ideal because I can dragon in for 4. And then I can have the treasure token up for next turn. So he languishes me again, but I'm doing all right. So I cast Bonecrusher, and I have enough mana to pull Obosh into my hand. He's now going to have to deal with my Bonecrusher, or he's dead. And Bonecrusher is good because he's going to take damage if he tries to remove it, for the most part, unless he's got another Languish. So we get a Fae of Wishes, which is fine. So I drop the Obosh, then I'm going to drop the Bomat Courier, and then I'm going to swing in with both Bomat and Bonecrusher. This I can then cycle the Bomat Courier. So he's either going to lose the Fae of Wishes, or I'm just going to cycle the Bomat Courier. So he loses the Fae of Wishes. He takes the 2 points of damage from the Bomat Courier, and then I can just wait, see what he does. If somebody tries for removal on the Bomat Courier, I could have cycled it, but that's it for him. So away he goes. And here's my last one. Game number 3, I think. This hand is really slow and dirtily, so I mulligan that away. And I opt to get rid of the Pillar of Flame. It's the slower. I've got 2 wizards in my hand, so keeping the Wizard Lightning seems like a solid choice. Now I've got lots of one drops, so I think I'm gonna start with the Soul-Scar Mage. I keep the Lavarunner, especially if I have some instants or sorceries in my hand, because then it becomes a hasty creature, and the hasty creature is better, I think. It's not as good also at baiting out trash, or baiting out removal spells. So we go to the 2. I'm going to cast a Lavarunner, and then I'm going to use this Wizard Lightning to clear the way for me to swing in for 2. So we're back even again. 2020. Worst year ever, 2020. So he has another Mire Triton, which is unfortunate. But, you know, what are you going to do? He's got a Merfolk's Secret Keeper. So we're dealing with some sort of a mill deck here. Now he draw another Wizard's Lightning, so that's good. So this way I can blow up the Triton again, get the Prowess trigger, get the Lavarunner up, swing in for 5, and also get a card underneath the Courier. So he's going to get thirsty, and he thirsts my Soul-Scar Mage, and he drops the Secret Keeper. Well, the Secret Keeper's not super frightening in the grand scheme of things. So I'm going to just drop the Bomat Courier, and I'm going to go around him. He's going to block something. Likely it's going to be the Lavarunner, and I'm going to start acquiring some cards. I'm a long way away from casting that dragon, so I'm not super worried about losing it this early in the game. I also am keeping this Pillar of Flames in case he has some way of bringing back the kitty. So my cards aren't great, so I cycle them away, see what I get. Those cards are better, especially if I hit a land drop. But I don't. So I'm going to swing in again, because I know one of the creatures is going to get around that 0/4 person. And so going around allows me to cast the Light Up the Stage. Light Up the Stage. Hopefully I'll hit a land drop, which I do. I can then drop the Lavarunner. Now, I'm less excited about this. I have 43 cards. I'm checking mill-wise how I'm doing. If I lose the... Well, he attacks not the Bomat Courier, which is actually more of what I was scared of, because I'd lose those 2 cards. I don't want to lose the ones that I have in my hand. Now, this is a good... it's not the best position, but it's not a terrible one either. I can drop the banner. This is going to make my Lavarunner tougher. It's also going to give me a 1 red mana that I can use to cast that Soul-Scar Mage. And then I'm going to swing in. I'm going to get in 1 point of chip damage, I'm sure. He's going to block the 3/2. So now I'm in a risky spot. Like, if he blows up the Bomat Courier here, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't cycle it. I don't have any mana to do it. But he casts this Stitcher, and I don't even know what this card does. So I take a look at it, and it's, draw cards and return cards, and okay. But it's a 0/3. It's not that scary. Cling to Dust is gaining some life. It's just making the task harder. So I cast Birgi, and then I'm going to swing in, because one of these creatures is going to get around what he's got. Same strategy as before. So I'm going to get in for 1 damage, but that's enough for me to cast this Light Up the Stage. And then I can maybe chain together a few spells with the Light Up the Stage, because Birgi's going to give me my mana back. So I haven't made my land drop for the turn, which is nice, because then I have the mana for the Bomat Courier. And so I'm just deciding, do I really need that second banner? I don't have to decide right now. See what he plays. So I'm thinking through my options. I can either cycle that courier, get 4 cards, 4 for 1, 4 for 2, I guess. So now I've got Birgi again, I mean. So I'm going to cast the Horn side. And now I'm going to fill my hand, because now that I have the Horn out, it's going to make more sense for me to fill my hand. I'm going to keep this mana, and so I'm going to get in for what I can. I'm just going to chump block a few things. So he takes the damage, and now I'm going to cycle that Bomat Courier. I haven't made my land drop, so now we can go to races. We can see what this deck does. So I can cast the Spectacle, Light Up the Stage. Spectacle, Light Up the Stage is going to give me a few cards to pick from. I'm also going to have the mana. I have the Spikefield, which I can use to start clearing out some stuff. So I can't cast anything that I staged. But I can cast this Spikefield Hazard to get rid of the 0-4 blocker. I still have the mana free. I don't need the land. I'm up to 5 land anyway, so let's ship it away and see what the 2 cards are. One of them's a Pillar of Flame. I can use the extra mana, use that extra mana to clear off the other blocker that's already taken some damage. And now I'm in a really good spot. At this point, I probably would have quit if I were the other person, but, you know, each to their own. Oh, he does. So that's it. That's the game. So those are the 3 that I recorded. I actually recorded a 4th one that I lost. It was really close. Against Gruul, and it just came down to I had to try to play around a cleave, and I wasn't able to do so. So anyway, that is the games. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in game.